Hi, I'm Katie from Nova Scotia. JC, I have two guilty pleasures, I would say. My main one is chocolate. I eat a lot of chocolate. I eat chocolate on everything. It's kind of a problem. My other guilty pleasure is listening to Kesha. So in Nova Scotia, all public schools are secular schools. We do have both English schools and French schools, but they're all part of the same system. They're not like separate streams. We do have private schools, and there are a decent number of them, but it's certainly normal to go to public school rather than private school. For the most part, schools here run primary to 6, then junior high is 7 to 9, and high school is 10 to 12. So like BC and Alberta, we have provincial exams here. We have literacy and mathematics assessments in grades 3, 6, and 9, and then provincial exams in grade 12. The main ones are math and English. There are also ones in chemistry and physics, but they don't happen every year. I don't really know how that works. So our provincial exams are only worth 30% of our mark, which seems a lot more reasonable than the 50% in Alberta. I couldn't find any results that had like average grades or anything like that. The results they issue just tell you what percentage of students passed the exam. So the English exam wasn't so bad. The most recent results I could find were from 2009. And it said that 74% of students had passed the exam. For the math exam, however, I found last year's statistics, and only 52% of students passed the exam. Which, you know, that's good because it's up from 45 in 2009. While I can see that there are many benefits to having standardized exams, I believe that there's a problem somewhere when barely half of the students who take the exam can even pass. So just recently, within the past few weeks, the Nova Scotia government has unveiled their plan for education in the province over the next few years. One thing they're doing that I think is really great is making sure that schools work harder to match teachers up with the subject areas that they actually studied. I think this is going to be a really great measure to help bring up the quality of education where teachers are actually teaching something that they know about. Other changes they're making include expanding their trades program. I think this is a really great program because obviously not everyone is oriented to academics, and that's why a lot of students struggle with school, and so having these other alternatives for them I think is a really good idea. They're also looking to expand the virtual classroom program, which is where they have classes that are taught either online or through correspondence or some combination thereof. This is both for students who for some reason or another are unable to attend school, as well as for students who can't take the classes they want at their school. I think this is a really good way to possibly address some of the issues that Sarah brought up yesterday in terms of schools being specialized and not offering the same courses or the same quality of courses necessarily. That students who wanted to have that could access it through virtual classrooms. I think that could be a potential solution to some of those issues. The main part of the education reform plan that I'm not so sure about is that they're going to be reviewing a lot of the courses to determine which ones teach essential skills and knowledge. I'm a little bit nervous about this because I'm not sure what their criteria for essential are going to be, and I'm afraid that students are going to lose opportunities to expand their minds and explore their interests, all for the sake of cutting expenses. I can also see their rationale for this, since students are so obviously struggling with math and to a lesser extent English, that I do think there's probably a little need to focus on those subjects a little more, but I still think it's possibly setting a dangerous precedent. Anyway, that's it for me. Have a great weekend everyone. Christine, I will see you on Monday!